Looking at life through the windshield, not through the rear view. I've been turning up my life, I don't hear you, still through the doubt. How I'm feeling lately, I'll never feed them out, talking crazy.
What's going on, guys? It's Ominous here, and I am back with another video. Today, what you guys are going to be watching is a pretty beastly gameplay in the background. It's a 100 kill specialist choke. And by choke, I'm not mean like 92 kills, 93, 95. I mean, I fucking got 99 kills. And you'll see, I had so many opportunities to get 100 kills where it was just so dumb how I lost the gunfight. It was just, it was so frustrating, but I'll show those to you. You'll see them in the gameplay later, but I chose the gameplay. It's a pretty long gameplay, so just sit back and enjoy the video, guys, because what I'm going to be talking about today is my Call of Duty history and, you know, my origins, what COD I started on, all that good stuff, because I thought that'd be a nice topic. I was going to do this on like the next Call of Duty for 2016, but I'll probably just do that tomorrow, to be honest, because I want to give my opinion on that, and yeah, because I think they need to go back to the old ways. But anyways, yeah, so my COD history, starting off when I was just, how old? Must have been about 10 or 11 years old, probably 10, yeah, I think I was 10, maybe even 9, fuck, yeah, it could have been 9 actually, I have absolutely no idea, but it was either 9 or 10, not 11, that was bollocks, I don't know why I said that. And I'm currently now 17, turning 18 in the summer, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I was 9 or 10, and my dad had a mate who had a son, and his son was probably like 13 or 14 years old. He's at least 3 years older than me. Actually, no, he's definitely more. He's in his 20s now, so I'm only 17, so he'd probably put 4 or 5 years older than me. And we used to get on quite well. He was a really cool guy. Just play. I usually played sport with him, but then one day when I went over to their house, he introduced me to a game called World at War, Call of Duty, of course. And he said, "Yo, dude, you got to try it." So I just picked it up. It's sick, and I can't remember. Well, obviously, this must have been when World at War had just come out, which I honestly can't remember when, because yeah, it was just so long ago now. Yeah, what's that? 7 years ago. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, it was something like that. So anyways, sorry. So yeah, he picked up World at War, went to his house, and he introduced me to it, and it was just like, it actually, to be fair, it wasn't quite instant love, to be honest, because obviously whenever I try a game first at it, I'm shit, and I hate being shit at things. So I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing with him, but this dude was fucking raping me. Like, I doubt I even got a kill. I probably got my first kill after like 2 or 3 games with him, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, because we were just playing against each other. So that was pretty fun. I had no idea what I was doing, but that didn't take away any fun factor. It was pretty cool. World at War, like, I'm just gonna say now, isn't my favorite COD of all time. It's not like in my top 3, but even though it was technically my first COD, like it was the first COD I played, it wasn't actually the first COD I played online. That was just when I had been introduced to the Call of Duty series when I was about 9 or 10. And obviously I was only 9. So, I mean, my dad, I was trying to convince my dad to get it for me for Christmas, but he didn't get it. He didn't get World at War, so the only opportunities I had to play it was at my mate's house, and I'd go there quite regularly. So I actually got a pretty regular play time and started to get a bit better and stuff. Obviously, I was still shit, nowhere near what I am today, obviously, but yeah, I was pretty shit, and he would continue to rate me and just laugh at me and be a fucking dickhead, but I would probably have done the same thing had I been in his situation. In fact, I've done the same thing myself, so it's pretty fun. But actually, moving on to next year, I'd followed the like I hadn't really got into YouTube that much. When my mate but told me there's a new COD coming out, and this was obviously late, like, oh fuck, when did Modern Warfare 2 come out? Shit, when did Modern Warfare 2 come out? Hold on. Okay, so Modern Warfare 2 came out on November the 10th, 2009. I just had to look that up because my time frame was just completely off. So he was telling me about it, and I watched a few trailers with him, and I thought, holy fucking shit, that looks absolutely insane. Please, I need to get this. Like, I was fucking begging my dad probably for weeks. Just, I mean, he sent me that my Christmas list, and all I put on that Christmas list was just Modern Warfare 2. I probably had that on like 10 times. Just Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2. Any presents you want, Modern Warfare 2. Any presents you don't want, anything that isn't Modern Warfare 2. Just fucking get me Modern Warfare 2. And he and my parents fucked up. I think they were divorced at the time, I can't remember. But I mean, they tried their best, but they actually just got me COD 4. I didn't emphasise the 2 enough or something, but instead of getting me Modern Warfare 2, they got me Modern Warfare. And to be honest, I have no idea where that disc is at the moment. I remember very clearly, I was at Pizza Express, you know, I'd just finished school, I was a little young boy. 2009, I must have been if I'm in year 13 now, and that was 7 years ago, I would have been in year 6. Sorry, it's early in the morning, my brain's not functioning. I would have been in year 6. So, yeah, I was just a little boy, just having some pizza with his parents, having a good time, celebrating his birthday with his parents before I have a proper, like, you know, classic birthday party when you're like 10 or 11 or whatever. You can have one of those with your mates. And they got me Modern Warfare. And, you know, I was really happy, but it just wasn't the same as if I had Modern Warfare 2. And I didn't want to come across as a complete dickhead because, like, they'd obviously gone out of their way to get me the present, and like, when people don't appreciate shit like that, it gets on my nerves. So I didn't want to fucking be like that. So all I was just like, I was still really happy, but I just slightly corrected them, saying, it's don't get me wrong, I don't appreciate the game, but it was actually Modern Warfare 2, and then my dad was just like, and I was like, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty. There's nothing really happened apart from that. They got me Modern Warfare 2 in the end. I think my dad got me it. So I can't remember. It was COD 4 was like a 15, and Modern Warfare 2 was an 18, and I was like 10 or 9, and my mum was like pretty protective and shit, and she was like, nah, you're not getting Modern Warfare 2. And on the slide, I was like, oh yeah, but Dad is, but you don't know that. Yeah, so my dad got me that, which is pretty chill from him. I very much appreciate that. And so I ended up with Modern Warfare 2, and what a game. That was my first online COD. I was shit, obviously. My KD was probably like 1.1 at the moment, probably like a 1.3 on there, but that's only because I've played it now, obviously, since I'm better. But I was shit, but that didn't take away the fun factor. What an enjoyable game. Absolutely amazing. Now, Black Ops 1, I really didn't play much. It's probably my least played COD, and that's quite weird because I actually quite enjoyed it, and I don't know if I just had no time or whatever in that year, but Black Ops 1, I barely played. I think I must have been doing common entries or something, and I must have been working for that, or like my 13 plus exams to get into my secondary school or something, but I really didn't play much on that, so I mean, there's not much to say in regard to Black Ops 1. Still a good COD though. I do occasionally go back and play that. And moving on to what I would probably consider the favourite, Modern Warfare 3. This is when shit really took off for me. This is when I've had my first ever, pretty, like, a decent KD. I kept around a 1.9 in this game, which I thought at the time was just insane. Obviously it's like average nowadays, but at the time I thought it was insane for me because I was still advancing as a player, and I never actually got, like, I probably got maybe 2 MOABs, in the proper lifespan of Modern Warfare 3. I can't remember how long it lasted, but for me, and sorry if the screen went black, guys, that's just I left it like for too long. Yeah, I only got like 2 or 3 mws in the entire lifespan because I wasn't that kind of player. I wasn't that caliber of player. But ever since then, I've been able to get mws on the daily, which isn't that impressive anymore. But yeah. Modern Warfare 3, I have well over 20 days played. I don't have 30 days, but I probably have about 23, 24 days played on this game. Fucking awesome game. The Moab is just absolutely awesome. I love this kill streak to death. Moving on, because we're actually going to run out of time here, shit. Black Ops 2, second favourite COD, 20 days played or so on that. The kill streaks, the 100 pluses. I got my first ever 200 plus on Black Ops 2. Which is a shame I didn't do YouTube back then, because that could have been that could have got me quite a few views, I guess, which is a shame. But unfortunately, I just yeah, I didn't. Black Ops 2, and shit. Maybe I'll just have to do this part 1 because clearly this is actually going to take a bit longer. So this is my COD history part 1, guys. We're probably going to start it off with Black Ops 2 because I didn't finish Black Ops 2. I just said what a good game it was. But I'll start it off in the next video with that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new, and peace out.